heckled. Men were like shouting, "Show us your tits, boo, woman."
Do men titties work?
You're a single man, what are you doing? Like, at least you didn't invent the fake family. And I was like, I left Poland because of kind of people like you. Give up, honestly, it's not worth it. Crude, obnoxious, and brutally honest. 99% of my shit is real.
Hi, my name is Zaki, and this is the show where I introduce you to the world's finest comedians, as known as any European comedians. This is fantastic comedians of Europe. Today I'm here with...
Katnip.
How long are you doing comedy?
6 years.
Yeah, well, do you remember where was your first gig?
Yes, it was in Prenzlauerberg. It was a show for experienced comedians, and there was like one spot for like a fresh new face. I didn't realize it's a showcase. I went there 3 hours before almost to like queue up to get that spot. It was a busy show, and the guy who was hosting it, I've been my boyfriend for 2 years, and I lied. He asked me, how long you've been doing comedy, how much do you have? I was like, 5, I can do 10 minutes, I've been doing it for a while. I done 3 shots, and then I went on stage, and I bombed, yes.
Do you remember at least one joke from that?
Probably something about drinking a lot of alcohol, really diving in those Polish stereotypes. It's just one friend laughing in the front row, and that was it.
I remember my first gig ever, and I was joking. One of the jokes was about clubs and how girls and boys are clubbing differently, and I've never been to clubs.
No! Wow.
Never.
Talk about what you know, right?
Yeah.
At least you didn't invent the fake family. I know people that are like, I'm a father of 3, and then you're like, you're a single man, what are you doing? Like,
where are you from originally?
Polish.
Did you do comedy in Polish?
In Polish language?
Yeah.
Once, and that was probably the worst gig of my life.
Tell about it.
I was opening for a guy who's quite big in like a shithole near where I'm from, which is like Bavaria of Poland, really like kind of right-wing area, small town. And I translated all my jokes, which obviously doesn't work. And all my jokes are very sexual and kind of like, empowering as a woman. And as soon as I went on stage, the guy started getting heckled. Men were like shouting, "Show us your tits, boo, woman."
Wow.
And I was kind of rusty in Polish, so I wasn't like on my feet trying to reply to them. So they already sensed I'm weak. Then I tanked with all my word-for-word translated jokes and looked at their faces, and I was like, I left Poland because of kind of people like you, and I'm like a monkey in front of you trying to like entertain you. So I hated myself, I hated them. And then I had to still sit there for an hour and a half, watch this main guy fucking kill. And everybody was like roaring with laughter. And I think after that I had a break for two months of not doing comedy because it was just too traumatic.
Is there a huge comedy market and community in Poland now?
There is a little bit, but it's still, I think, a little cliquey. There's a lot of men. There's a lot of there's not many women doing. They're desperate a little bit for girls, so they even ask women, wives of comedians, to like do some stuff just to have a woman on the lineup.
It's not the worst idea.
Really, I don't know. Sometimes they are funnier than the comics, to be honest. So hey.
Do you travel a lot?
Yes, a little bit. I've traveled over the last 2 years a lot with my 2 solos, and this year I kind of taken a break because I've realized, I made as much money as I am making here on TikTok Reels, which is like €7 a year. So instead of being a successful venture for me.
Successful enough.
Successful enough, but it was nice to go meet the scene, go for a weekend somewhere. But this year I realized I want to focus more on writing and just kind of stay here and take advantage of the Berlin scene, which is, incredible for stage time. So.
Nice to hear. What is the worst city to perform comedy from your experience?
Clearly that little shithole in Poland that I've been, I'll never put my foot in there again, so...
Do we name it?
No, I don't want those people to like flock my Instagram and like block me or something.
Okay, and what is the best one?
London for me. I love performing in London. Yeah, just like, obviously the big clubs are there, like Top Secret or Comedy Store, and the massive, really clubby experience. And people are there to laugh. I feel like they know what they're in for. They're a bit tipsy, they're a bit rowdy, but they're like in for a good time rather than like entertain me, I am not sure about what this even is about. Comedy.
What was the worst place you ever performed at?
I don't know, so just name and shame, but if you're watching this, you piece of shit. No, I'm joking. I mean, the worst like kind of gig experience is corporate gigs. We did one with I have like a female collective here in Berlin called Queen Bee's Comedy, and we've performed in like a corporate gig for a publisher company, and it was in the afternoon, bright daylight, 10 maybe 20 chairs or rolly chairs, in a circle like in the AA meeting. And we just had to like do the circus, and it was awful. It was like you want to eat shit and die, but hey, money is good, so
Yeah, sure.
enjoy.
For sure. You never lose if you get paid.
Exactly.
Name your favorite European comedians.
That's a tough one. I'm not gonna do that because then it's like I didn't name this person. Or
I mean, not the most favorite.
Okay, not the most.
Not the most.
favorite.
Just name any random European comedians.
I hate them all.
Okay. Name your favorite, like famous, worldwide known, well-established comedian. Name your favorite famous comedian.
Roger that, but I also refuse because I don't have a famous favorite comedian. But I do have to say I love that question from non-comedy men that come up to you and they're like, "Who's your favorite comic?" And before you even get a chance to reply, they're always like, "Mine is."
Cool.
And it's always Ricky Gervais or Louis C.K. And you're like, oh, what a surprise. Why even bother answering? The question was just so you could tell me your favorite comedian,
So comedy doesn't help you to meet new people.
I mean, I get a lot of DMs from a lot of freaks. Someone even once wanted to buy my socks, but when I told them it's 200 euros for wearing them for 3 days, he said it's too much. So, but if you are willing to pay this price, just DM me, please. I am also looking for a pay pick. I am looking into venture out into financial domination. So if you're interested to pay me money for just being, let me know.
And you have them. Not just interested. If you're interested and you have those money.
Yes, you have to have money. Yes, please.
Yeah, and okay, yeah, you don't like naming good comedians, but name at least one famous comedian you are annoyed by.
Jimmy Carr, I hate his laugh. Okay, your laugh also is getting there now. Watch out, you might overtake him.
Ah, nice to know. Okay, your best advice for new comedians? No, not boring one.
Not boring one. Give up, honestly. It's not worth it.
Okay, your best advice for experienced comedians who do comedy for like years but still are not popular?
I don't know. Whore yourself out on Instagram, show more titties. I don't know. That's what works.
Do men titties work as well?
Sure, you can show nipples then. So maybe that's something, there's a whole trend of like cooking when you're sexy, maybe there's a niche for comedy that's done in a sexy way. I don't know.
Okay, what topic is inappropriate for jokes, but you can't help stopping yourself?
I don't think there's a topic that is inappropriate. It's just a matter of obviously how funny the joke is. Yeah.
Okay, what was the worst joke you performed with?
Give me a second. A worst joke I've performed. Oh yeah, I did this gig in London a couple of weeks ago, and I was joking that I got stopped by a policeman, and oh my god, I'm a white woman, and he still almost gave me a ticket after I like flashed my tit and shed a tear. But I did hit a kid, but it was a white one, and those ones apparently we do care about, right? And it was obviously a reflection on what's happening in Gaza and such. But I had a really drunken British woman come up to me after, and she was like, actually not to me, to another comedian. She was like, "You were so racist. I didn't like your racist joke." And the girl was like, "What are you talking about?" And then she said, "That joke about a black kid." And I'm like, "Oh, you mean my joke?" And I never said a black kid. I just said I hit a white kid, and those ones apparently we do care about. So this was all inside the head, and I think that's where the communication breaks. Sometimes you talk about subject like race or I don't know, trans people. And some people immediately get triggered. They think you're stepping from a place of, disdain or punching down, but they're not even listening to the joke,
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah.
Now, promote your comedy in 10 seconds.
Crude, obnoxious, and brutally honest. 99% of my shit is real. So check me out. Katnip presents.
How would you rate your comedy from 1 to 10?
11, of course.
You have that. 11. Katnip at Fantastic Comedians of Europe. Please subscribe to her and subscribe to us. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
I slept 2 hours.
Hey.
You didn't say me. Oh, hi.